Now today we are so thrilled to welcome not one but two phenomenal athletes who have made a massive impact on the world stage. Olympic gold medalist and world champion Wade van Niekerk alongside his equally remarkable sister Kayla Swarts. Fresh from their time in Paris, they are here to share their incredible journey, the highs and the challenges of competing at the highest level, and how do they stay at that peak form with the help of Phytoceutics. They are simply fantastic, a power duo. Wade, Kayla, it's wonderful to have you in studio. Thank you very much for joining us.
It's really always a pleasure to be able to share our story, and I think it's quite special that I can finally do a few things with my little sister.
Yeah, what is it like being able to perform at the peak of where you can perform with a sibling?
I enjoy it. I mean, I think this year it was one of my biggest driving forces. I've been struggling with a lot of consistency and so on, and at the back of my head, knowing that there's that possibility to represent the country with my sister, it was a big driving force for me to try and fight through my challenges physically and get myself healthy and fit so that we can both be at the opening ceremony this year.
Paint a picture for us, Kayla, especially, I mean, the fact that you guys were there together, fresh from Paris. What was the experience like?
I think the opening ceremony was definitely a highlight. I thought that I'd be in it alone, but I was really happy to share that moment with my brother. I think it's so euphoric being in Rio, and that really sparked the dream for me. And then coming to the realization that, wow, I'm really here in Paris, sharing this with my brother, with my family, it was so special.
Yeah. And give us a bit of a look back into you guys growing up, because obviously it seems that you both have very competitive natures within yourselves, so safe to assume that you guys were constantly chasing around the house.
I wouldn't say we chased each other around the house, but I think the competitive nature definitely in the family. We'd play a lot of board games, Monopoly. I'd always fight to play soccer and rugby with my brothers. So I think that really sparked like the competitiveness between us, yeah.
It's good. I think we 10 years apart, so it was, I mean, there was quite a gap, and now that she's a bit more older and so on, we can see more eye to eye and relate to more things, where before that it was she's the little sister that cries about everything that happens, where now I think we have a bit more of a tighter bond and a better understanding. And the fact that we're both sports professionals, where we can tap on each other for energy and strength. And I mean, even now, where I'm older, and we're speaking about our health and looking after ourselves, and the relationship that we have now with Phytoceutics, I think it's so important.
When it comes to training, nutrition, supplementation, I mean, what's your outlook? How do you guys manage to stay in top shape despite whatever challenges that comes across your paths?
I've always seen being a professional athlete as more of a holistic view. So it's, for me, the biggest thing is outside of just the sports field, it's looking after my nutrition, recovery, social life, feeding off of my family. So I think the biggest blessing for me is having my brother in my corner, someone who's already been there, done that, to show me the ropes.
Yeah, I think mine is a bit the opposite way, because I'm now a bit at the latter stage of my career, and she's at the beginning stage where I need to lean on someone that has that young, reckless driving force as an upcoming sports person. I think that's where I try and lean more towards her, because then you see someone that's just pushing themselves constantly to the limit, and I'm like, maybe I can push myself a bit more. And that's where things like the relationship that we have now with Phytoceutics is so important, because for me, I need to try and sleep and recover and rest, where she needs to just like push herself to limits all the time. So it's really a fine line between the two, and it's good that we have each other. For myself and Kayla, I think it was so important for us to tell that story of us going through this together as brother and sister. As she mentioned it, she was with me in Rio when I broke the world record, and that's what sparked her dream. I think she was like 12 years old, something.
12,
and that's what sparked her dream to want to be at the games as well. And then the team approached us, and they would love to work with us, and we were like, for sure, let's try and get into things. And they were so excited to work with both of us, and I think that was a beautiful thing for me, the journey with my sister and I.
I love that, because I mean, you guys both in your different disciplines as well, some products that really stand out for you that help you in your respective fields.
I've been using the Biomax Magnesium, and prior to Paris, I was struggling with cramps a lot. And I think since I've been using that, it's really helped with like my muscle recovery, been helping with my sleep actually as well. So I think the magnesium's definitely been helping me.
It's nice to find a product that you can actually feel working.
Yeah, you feel the difference,
No, it's crazy. I think I was very lazy when I was Kayla's age with supplements and I guess the nutrition side of things. I was just someone that wake up, have something to bite and then grind until the end of the day and then come home feeling half dehydrated and feeling super uncomfortable. And as a youngster, I just thought that's part of the sport. Like you go to bed every day with a headache or feeling unable to manage the day. But then it felt like magic when I took magnesium. It's like, what is this? Like, what is going on? And it's crazy because I'm an example of someone that pushed themselves physically with no sorts of supplements, and I had no knowledge about it and no education about it. And now I also have a platform where I can say there is things out there that helps you improve your joints, your cognitive health, your physical and your rest. So I think it's so important that I walk this journey with Phytoceutics and expose more and more next generation athletes that you don't have to push yourself to the limit and let a headache put you to sleep.
Exactly. But I think it's also taking a look at, I mean, you guys are really at the top of your game. I mean, you want to make sure that you align yourself with quality, and that is what you found in Phytoceutics as well, because I think a lot of people have this question. There's so much options out there. But from the journey that we've walked on the show with them as well, I mean, they really put the utmost care into what goes into their products. And that you can feel when you take it. I'm sure you can attest to that as well.
I've always struggled with supplements because of the taste. And I think with Phytoceutics, I was telling my father yesterday, there's a oral spray for vitamin D13 and it tastes like nachi juice, if I could say. So I actually enjoy taking the supplements. I've also had the collagen gummies and they taste like sweets. So I think, to me, I look forward to taking my supplement every day because they taste so good.
See, when you reach that level, you know you've done it right. Thank you very much for joining us this morning, for sharing your journey and just having a chat. It's nice to have the both of you on the couch for once. Now, remember, you also stand a chance to win a 1,000 Rand Phytoceutics voucher. So what you need to do to enter, all you have to do is take the Phyto Health Quiz on phytoceutics.com/Expresso. And those T's and C's do apply. You can find them on our website, expressoshow.com.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code EXPRESSO for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.